This property is contaminated by over 1,000 containers of hazardous waste that were buried over decades by the Michner Plating Co. It sits about 50 feet away from the Grand River in downtown Jackson, Michigan on North Mechanic Street. Stick around to see some pictures I took while visiting the building. Metal plating is a process that adds a thin layer of a particular metal to the surface of a different metal, combining their properties. This dramatically expands the uses and extends longevity of metallic objects while keeping the price reasonable. Special attributes come along with different plating metals such as electrical conductivity, corrosion resistance, and holding up to mechanical wear. Historically, the industry has been a problematic source of pollution, but has improved its practices over time by using robotic production lines in contained areas and treating fumes and liquid waste before they leave the factory. The 140,000 square foot Michner Plating Complex is on 4 acres and was recently foreclosed on by the city with about $1.6 million in unpaid property taxes. The site was placed on a list of national priorities by the EPA in March of 2022 because of the residual contamination in the soil and building itself. Over the course of about 7 months, the EPA and an environmental engineering firm extracted tens of thousands of pounds of hazardous waste, including approximately 1,100 drums, vats, totes, and other containers which contained cyanide, zinc cyanide, nickel chloride, chromic acid, hydrogen peroxide, sulfuric acid, and many other chemicals. The process involves bulking together compatible hazardous chemicals and sending them off to different processing facilities, depending on the contents. Besides bulking the hazardous chemicals themselves, the crews removed truckloads of contaminated equipment, containers, and building materials totaling hundreds of thousands of pounds. As it sits today, the building has been emptied of bulk chemicals and hazardous debris, but there are serious concerns about residual PFOS or perfluorooctane sulfonate and other polyfluoroalkyl substances. This chemical was used in the chromium plating industry to reduce emissions of chromium into the atmosphere. It was banned for use by the EPA in 2012 to take effect in 2015, just before Michner Plating stopped operations for good. This company not only never made the switch to non-PFOS fume treatments, they carelessly stored and stockpiled the chemical that was being phased out. This site needs further remediation because those compounds are so persistent that they will leach and volatilize from this source for the next century, causing increased health risks to a large surrounding area. The EPA has monitoring wells to periodically sample groundwater in 31 locations around the property, and in 2019 more than half of those had elevated levels of PFOS. Fortunately, the city water supply for Jackson is taken from the watershed about 2.5 miles upstream from the former Michner Plating Company site. In the next video, we are looking at a city that is not so lucky and is facing a slow-moving disaster as a large plume of groundwater contamination gets closer to the drinking water facility each year. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see the next story on polluted properties.